I'm curious and I wonder that a lot of the Jack hype or Cags watch or whatever is based on the fact the team up here is no good and has more to do with that than it does the team at the Cags themselves. Excuse me.
I don't know if it's an either or situation. I think the answer to your question is simply yes. I think it's both of those things. I think it is pretty obvious that the Royals offense in some ways needs a boost. And maybe you think that John Rave is that boost. Maybe you think that Nick Lofton is that boost. But it is clear that the Royals need to do some shakeup. I also don't find it that it is not a coincidence, maybe a better way of putting it. It is not a coincidence to me that a lot of these changes started to happen around Memorial Day. That is usually a place in baseball where you start to do some self-reflecting, where you're trying to figure out what kind of offense you want to be. We've got a good enough sample size now. We've given guys 100 ABs. We've given guys 150 ABs. We are now heading into the dog days of summer. Summer is here in a lot of ways. So what kind of offense do we need to be? How do we need to shake things up? And I think it is pretty logical that you can look right now of where is the enforcement's going to come from. And it's pretty clear. Jack Caglione is the best reinforcement that they can possibly call up. I think on the other side of this is he is a Christmas gift that we all know at some point you are going to have. They didn't even wrap this underneath the tree. I see the PlayStation right there. You're telling me at some point I'm going to be able to play it. And we keep moving up the date of when we think we're going to be able to sit down with it. Again, at one point we thought it was going to be 2026. If I had asked you at the very beginning of the year, we had this conversation, I would have told you that I don't think we see Jack Caglione in 2025. We now saw him at AA. We both have moved up our timetable of when that potentially is going to be. Fast forward to now, after him going to AAA and not really missing a beat, this is the same player that was dominating pitching down in AA Arkansas. He's doing it, you could even argue, at a better clip right now at AAA. He looks and appears to be a prospect that is ready and can certainly handle coming up to the big leagues. So I think a lot of that is just to build up the hype and the anticipation of seeing him as a prospect.